Welcome everybody to the Jack Horner Show, and today's episode is called Okay Boomer, No Way Boomer, where we're going to take that ad, respect your elders, and we're going to hold it up in high regard, and I'm going to have nothing but positive things to say about the baby boomers. Just kidding, I'm going to knock those fuckers right in their little dick hole. Today, if you can tell by my shirt, I voted in the primary elections, and at the polling place, I noticed that it was swarming with geriatrics to help those gerrymandering assholes get reelected. And the Great Depression came over me. Because in that moment, I realized that the same people and who are responsible for the reason that this great nation has fallen and can't get up and is now on life alert are the main ones voting. And it inspired me to look back in my life at times when boomers were assholes to me. And the big incident that came up in my life was someone left a comment on one of my statuses that said, "Oh, you must live in your mother's basement. You must live in your mother's basement." Yeah, let's dissect that, because that's actually a fair assumption, you know? More millennials are living with their parents. And why is that? Why are more millennials living with their parents? See, if you ask me, it probably has something to do with the fact that a real estate crash happened in 2008. That bubble popped. And why did that bubble pop? Because members of a certain generation, shall we call them the fucking baby boomers, repealed Glass-Steagall. They elected Ronald Reagan, that fucking B-list senile actor, to be in charge of shit and deregulate the market even further. And since they're still in power, nothing's really changed that much since. And by the way, and I also have a problem with like the whole you live in your mom's basement. It's like, okay, it doesn't matter where you live, it's what you're doing with your life. And living with your parents might not be a bad thing if you have a job and you're saving money. So fuck that guy. And that guy, I knew when he was younger, when he was my age, he had way more prospects for buying a house. He had way more prospects for going to college. He had an economy that had way more jobs to offer. And that whole generation took every advantage they had, squandered it, put in all the wrong laws, elected all the wrong people, and fucked it up for the rest of us. And they have the temerity to call our generation spoiled and say, oh, we're the generation that lives in our mother's basement. Well, they're the generation that lives in a glass house. They're the most spoiled fucking generation that we've ever had. They've never done anything as great as what came before them. And now that they've fucked everything up, they blame it on us. And we're going to have to carry the burden of having that big, massive generation live for a long-ass time. And, yeah, that sucks. So, anyway, fuck that guy. Fuck boomers. Kind of generally speaking. Arrogant boomers that think that we're dumb and spoiled. And, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And unless I fucking fling myself into traffic and commit suicide, I'll see you next time.